morning all. In last lecture we had studied how to solve problem based on Thevenin's theorem. So to solve problem based on Thevenin's theorem, you need to follow 5 important steps. So first we'll recollect all those 5 steps and then we'll proceed with type number 2. So step number 1 related to the Thevenin's theorem was you need to identify load resistance, or you can say that branch resistance through the circuit. So what is basically branch resistance or load resistance? It is nothing but the resistance through which you need to calculate the current. Am I right? And then simply you have to replace that particular resistor, that particular load resistor by open terminal. And then the step number 2 is what? You need to calculate VTH. VTH stands for Thevenin's equivalent voltage. How you are going to calculate VTH? Already we had studied certain steps to calculate VTH. What was the first step that you need to follow? The first step, across the open terminal you need to assign VTH. Am I right? Across the two open terminal you need to assign VTH and then use any one of the network simplification technique to calculate current flowing through each and every mesh. Once you get the current ka value, easily you can find out VTH by simply applying Kirchhoff's voltage law across open terminal. Already we had studied how to get the VTH equation with the help of Kirchhoff's voltage law. And then next procedure is what? You have to calculate RTH. So what is basically RTH? RTH stands for Thevenin's equivalent resistance. How you are going to calculate RTH in the circuit or in the network? To calculate RTH you need to follow certain steps. The first step related to the RTH is what? Now you need to draw the new circuit. How you are going to draw the new circuit? You need to replace VTH by RTH across open terminal. You have to identify sources in the network. Am I right? Which are the sources in the network? It could be voltage source or it could be current source. Am I right? And if the current source is there, you have to replace that particular current source by open circuit due to their internal resistance. If the voltage source is there, you need to replace that particular voltage source by short circuit. And simply you have to use series parallel method to calculate RTH, that is Thevenin's equivalent resistance. Once you are done with the RTH, next procedure is what? You have to draw Thevenin's equivalent circuit. You have to substitute VTH and RTH ka value in that, and then simply by using Ohm's law you will be getting load current flowing through load resistor, which is nothing but equal to VTH upon RTH plus RL. Am I right? In today's lecture we are going to study type number 2 related to Thevenin's theorem. Why this is type number 2? What you need to calculate? What is given in the example? Let's begin with this. Determine current through 8 ohm resistor in the network by using Thevenin's theorem. You have to calculate current flowing through 8 ohm resistor. If you observe carefully, in this particular example, 8 ohm resistance is connected between two meshes. In case 1 or type number 1, it was there at extreme end, if you remember. Now in this example, 8 ohm resistance is connected between two meshes. So how you are going to solve this type of problem? So in today's lecture we'll proceed with that. Okay, so let's begin with step number 1. What is basically step number 1? You need to identify load resistance or branch resistance in the circuit. Can you identify load resistance? How you are going to identify? The current through which you need to find out that. Okay, the resistance is what? RL. So in this case RL, load resistance, is equal to 8 ohm. I hope you have understood how to identify load resistor through which you have to calculate the current. So in this case RL is equal to 8 ohm. Now next procedure is what? You have to replace that particular load resistance by open terminal or open circuit. Can I replace this by open circuit? And across this open circuit I need to assign, what I need to assign? VTH, because second next procedure is to calculate VTH. Now to calculate VTH, what you need to do now? You have to use any one of the network simplification technique. Am I right? As I told you, please refer mesh analysis as it is one of the easiest method you have. Am I right? So let's apply mesh analysis in this particular circuit to calculate current flowing through each mesh. Can you identify how many meshes are there? Yes, there are two meshes. This one is mesh 1. This would be mesh 2. So what would be the current flowing through mesh 1? We need to consider current flowing through mesh 1 is I1, and this would be your mesh 2, that is current flowing through mesh 2 is I2. I hope you have understood how to assign current direction inside the meshes. Next procedure is what? You have to apply KVL in mesh 1. So applying KVL, that is Kirchhoff's voltage law, in mesh 1. Now you can easily apply KVL in mesh 1. Please apply KVL in mesh 1. As per the second sign convention, if we go from negative to positive, there will be rise in potential and the EMF assigned is always positive. Now you can easily apply KVL in mesh 1. So the equation becomes 2 minus 5, current flowing through 5 ohm resistor is I1, minus 10, as 10 ohm resistor is connected between mesh 1 and mesh 2. We are writing equation for mesh 1. Because of that, I1 minus I2 is equal to 0. I hope you have understood how to apply KVL in mesh 1. So what you will get after solving this equation? Minus 15 I1 plus 10 I2 is equal to minus 2. Let's consider this is your equation number 1. Similarly, you need to apply KVL in mesh 2. Can you apply KVL in mesh 2? So applying KVL in mesh 2. After applying KVL in mesh 2, you will get minus 10 I2 minus I1 minus 10 I2 minus 5 I2 minus 4 is equal to 0. Please solve this equation. You will be getting 10 I1 minus 25 I2 is equal to 4. This would be your equation number 2. I hope you have understood how to apply KVL in mesh 1 as well as in mesh 2. After solving equation 1 and 2, you will get I1 is equal to 0.0364 ampere and I2 is equal to minus 0.1455 ampere. You have to calculate these two values whether you are getting same answer or not. I hope you have understood how to apply mesh analysis inside the circuit, and after apply mesh analysis you will get I1 and I2 ka equation of value we can say. But what we need to calculate? You have to calculate VTH, that is Thevenin's equivalent voltage. So how you are going to calculate VTH equation if the resistance is connected between two meshes? So there will be 4 possibilities to calculate VTH equation. I'll explain you all the possibilities. I'll explain you all the how to get all the 4 equations. Okay, please pay attention one by one. I'll explain you all 4 equations. Let's begin with the first equation. Okay, first equation, equation number 1 for VTH. Okay, please pay attention over here. Let's consider this is higher potential, this is lower potential. As I told you, 8 ohm resistance is connected between two meshes. So as it is in between two meshes, so there will be 4 possibilities. The first would be from A to B, next would be from B to A on right hand side of the 8 ohm resistor. Similarly, there will be 2 possibilities on left hand side. So let's begin with the right hand side and consider this VTA. This is higher potential and lower potential. If we go from negative potential to positive potential, we have to consider plus VTH. Please pay attention. If we go from negative to positive, we need to consider positive EMF, that is positive VTH in this case. Now this current will flow in this direction. So if we go from positive to negative, how we are going to write down? Minus phi, current flowing through this particular path is I2. I hope you have understood this. If we go from positive to negative, the EMF is minus 4 is equal to 0. So what would be the value of VTH you will get? Phi I2 plus 4. If you substitute I2 ka value in this, you will be getting 3.72 volt. VTH is equal to 3.72 volt. You need to check whether you are getting same answer or not. This is equation number 1 for VTH. You can consider equation 2 from A to B. Now you need to apply KVL in anti-clockwise direction. What you will get? Minus VTH. Let's consider equation 2. Minus VTH plus 4 plus phi I2 is equal to 0. Why plus 4? If you are going to apply KVL in this direction, so if you go from positive to negative, the EMF is negative. If you go from negative to positive, EMF is positive. If you go the direction of the current and the polarity assigned to the resistor, both are in opposite direction, the voltage would be equal to phi into current flowing through that particular resistor is I2. If you substitute the value, you will get VTH is equal to 3.72 volt. I hope you have understood two possibilities. Now I'll explain you another two possibilities on left hand side. Now you need to apply KVL from A to B. How you are going to apply KVL from A to B? Minus VTH. Here the direction is minus 10. Current flowing through this is what? I2 minus I1 minus 10 I2 is equal to 0. So you will be getting 10 I1 minus 20 I2. If you substitute I1 and I2 ka value in this equation, you will get VTH is equal to 3.72 volt. You can check whether you are getting same answer or not. Coming to the last possibility, now I have considered from A to B. Now you need to consider from B to A. Can you apply the KVL? Plus VTH plus 10 I2 plus 10 I2 minus I1 is equal to 0. VTH is equal to 10 I1 minus 20 I2, which is nothing but equal to 3.72 volt. I hope you have understood how to apply KVL if load resistance is there in between two meshes. So there will be four possibility. You can consider any one possibility to find out Thevenin's equivalent voltage. I hope you have understood how to calculate VTH in case of Thevenin's theorem. Now next procedure is what? We need to calculate Thevenin's equivalent resistance. So how you are going to calculate Thevenin's equivalent resistance? Please pay attention over here. The procedure to calculate Thevenin's equivalent resistance is what? Now you need to replace VTH by RTH. Am I right? Then you have to identify the sources in the circuit. How many sources are there? There are two voltage sources. Am I right? So simply you have to replace this first voltage source by short circuit, then second voltage source by short circuit. Now this is your new circuit diagram to calculate Thevenin's equivalent resistance. I hope you have understood this. Next procedure is what? Simply by using series parallel method, you need to calculate Thevenin's equivalent resistance. So please pay attention over here how you are going to calculate RTH. Now as you know that at this particular point current gets divided. It means that this 5 ohm resistor is parallel with 10 ohm resistor. So how you are going to find out the parallel combination or the equivalent resistance for that? 5 into 10 upon 5 plus 10. You will be getting 50 upon 15, which is equal to 3.33 ohm. I hope you have understood this. Now this parallel combination is in series with 10 ohm resistor. So let's draw new diagram. So 3.33 plus 10, it will become 13.33 ohm. In between them RTH is connected, and then this is 5 ohm resistor. Now you need to identify whether 5 ohm resistance is in series with 13.33 ohm resistor or not. No, they are not in series, they are in parallel connection. Why? Because in between that we have assumed we need to calculate. Initially 8 ohm resistor were there, am I right? So this is nothing, let's consider this is 8 ohm resistor. So at this particular point current gets divided. So due to that RTH is equal to 13.33 into 5 upon 13.33 plus 5. After calculating this, you will be getting 3.636 ohm. I hope you have understood how to calculate Thevenin's equivalent resistance. What is the next procedure that we need to follow? We need to draw Thevenin's equivalent circuit. How you are going to draw the Thevenin's equivalent circuit? This is VTH, RTH, and this is RL across A and B terminal. So what is basically Thevenin's theorem? Any two terminal in the network or circuit can be replaced by a single voltage source called as Thevenin's equivalent voltage in series with Thevenin's equivalent resistance. Am I right? So can you tell me what is VTH? VTH is equal to 3.72 volt. Already we have done with that. What is RTH? RTH is equal to 3.636 ohm. What is RL? RL is nothing but equal to 8 ohm, through which we need to calculate the load current. So this is nothing but equal to IL. So by Ohm's law, can you tell me what is load current flowing through load resistor? Which is nothing but equal to VTH upon RTH plus RL. What is the value of VTH? 3.72 divided by RTH is what? 3.636 plus RL. After calculating this, you will be getting 0.28 ampere. Current flowing through 8 ohm resistor is equal to 0.28 ampere. I hope you have understood how to calculate current flowing through the resistor if that particular resistor is connected between two meshes. In next lecture, we'll solve problem based on Norton's theorem. Thank you so much.